China has unveiled its first robot security guard. The robot is called Anbot.
Advanced AI is now infiltrating every aspect of our lives. That's why it's no surprise that even our security and bodyguard systems are undergoing a transformation with the incorporation of high-tech AI to enhance our safety. And leading the charge is none other than China, with news circulating that the country plans to invest in an elite set of humanoid robots that will work alongside humans to safeguard the president. Despite the Chinese government refusing to give an official statement on when or what type of robots they plan to add to the president's security detail in the future, these rumors aren't completely baseless. For context, talk of a Chinese humanoid security detail started to gain traction in February 2025 when founder and CEO of Unitree, Wang Jingjing, sat in the front row at the president's high-profile business symposium. That cast Wang into the spotlight with speculations that his company would be working on a big project with the Chinese government. Now, President Xi Jinping rarely chairs these meetings himself, with the last instance being way back in 2018, signaling that Xi only wanted the country's key players in attendance. Thus, Wang was joined by an array of China's leading private business owners, most notably Lin Wenfang, the co-founder of DeepSeek, and Ren Zhangfei, the founder of Huawei. These companies are giving their Western competition a run for their money. And with Unitree being one of China's top humanoid robot developers, I wouldn't be surprised if they announce something new that surpasses current AI developments. And what's more impressive than robot bodyguards that can easily identify threats, run, and even protect the president with its metal exterior? Another reason people speculate that Unitree is set to develop enhanced security humanoids is that they recently taught one of their AI robots kung fu moves. That's right, one of the company's most popular bipedal bots, the G1, is now capable of throwing punches and roundhouse kicks while maintaining perfect balance. With a commitment to constantly upgrade their algorithm, the team was pleased when they were able to transfer fighting skills to their bots using Sim2 real technology. Thanks to its remarkable 23 degrees of freedom, G1 was able to perform basic combat techniques, showing that it has the capacity and ability to become a martial arts expert and keep its handler safe from physical threats. In combination with an advanced Lafon 1 motion capture technology that can mimic human movement, Unit's G1 can certainly learn more intricate self-defense moves, making it an asset in dangerous situations. It seems like we're on the path to having the first robot with a black belt. If it had to fight a human opponent, who do you think would win? Beyond belonging to a private security detail, AI humanoids with the flexibility and agility to keep up with humans means robot cops won't just be a thing of science fiction. If anything, they'll become our norm. Back in China, Unitree isn't the only company pushing the boundaries of how we can incorporate AI robots in security. For example, Engine AI Robotics recently made headlines when they released videos of their robot cops interacting with the public. Wearing a neon green vest to match the Chinese police, the PM01 shook hands with pedestrians, responded to voice commands from fellow officers, and patrolled the streets of Shenzhen. As you'd expect, onlookers lined up to eagerly take pictures with the real-life robot cop. But more people in the comment sections raised serious questions about the future of AI in law enforcement. At 4 feet and 4 inches, the PM01 is hardly intimidating. It weighs a mere 17.6 pounds, making it the size of a child, with a walking speed that peaks at 4.5 miles per hour. Its usability is also limited by a battery life of only 2 hours between charges. While these metrics make the PM01 more suited for minor and assistive tasks to actual police officers, its abilities still demonstrate an impressive leap in robotic law enforcement. In other words, while they're still a long way from chasing bad guys on the streets, with every model Engine AI releases, they're bound to get bigger, faster, and much more efficient. For example, PM01 is already leagues ahead of the first bipedal robot models, thanks to its 24 degrees of freedom that makes its movements a lot less rigid. And while it's not capable of performing complex martial arts yet, its movements are fluid and will only get better. What do you think of an episode of NYPD where the team has a robot sidekick? Would you watch it? Meanwhile, another province in China is showing that security robots may not necessarily take a humanoid form to keep us safe. In December 2024, the Chinese district of Wanhe dazzled audiences when they launched a spherical robot guard capable of policing on land and in water. This amphibious bot joins human police officers on their routine patrol of the vibrant commercial district, easily keeping up the pace with speeds that reach 35 km per hour. It also has excellent off-road features that allow it to operate on uneven terrain without tipping over or running into obstacles. The team at the College of Control Science and Engineering Zhejiang that manufactured the bot also boasted about its ability to withstand strong impact despite its small frame. In fact, its spherical structure and features could even work to its advantage by allowing it to access areas traditional patrol equipment can't reach. Equipped with cameras, flashing lights, and a fully automated AI system, this robot could be an asset on the field when chasing suspects in the dark through rocky terrain or even underwater. The Zhejiang team even installed a net catcher, allowing the circular robot cop to capture suspects on its own. Imagine pulling a heist and getting busted by a ball. Since it can also work in harsh environments such as corrosive, radioactive, and explosive conditions, this spherical security bot could potentially work in high-pressure situations. Of course, that pushes its usability beyond policing streets with civilians to stop people from jaywalking to the battlefield, where a robot army could change warfare as we know it. After estimating the cost of manufacturing this new technology to $41,000, Wang Yo, an associate professor at the university that worked on the project, admitted that they had potential customers in the Middle East making inquiries about their robot. So with global interest in using AI robots for security guards and police patrols, it's no surprise that across the ocean, the US is also working to develop such technology domestically. In recent news, the Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions, AITX, announced their latest innovation called HERO, short for Humanoid Enforcement and Response Officer. AITX is changing the game of security by promising users AI-enhanced monitoring and safety interactions with the latest in their collection of robotic assistance devices. HERO also has an autonomous AI system that lets it navigate its surroundings independently and proactively detect and report threats. As part of the company's comprehensive security network, HERO can seamlessly communicate with other devices in the ecosystem, including other RADs. However, one thing that sets HERO apart from the other humanoid security robots we've seen is its ability to respond. As the name implies, HERO could have a natural language processor that allows it to greet guests, provide directions, and screen visitors. As a result, it has a much more human-like feel, making it the perfect cross between a watchman and a receptionist. Besides managing your office reception, HERO is also capable of working in high-pressure situations such as a hospital's emergency room, where it can assist staff by engaging visitors or de-escalating physical disturbances. As AITX rightly put it on their website, HERO is not just a robotic security presence, it's a statement about the future of security, where automation, intelligence, and real-time response come together. Not every AI advancement is taking the shape of a human, some of them look like man's best friend. Also made by the same company as Atlas, Boston Dynamic, this robot dog is a super compact four-legged security bot capable of autonomously patrolling its environment. In November 2024, a video made the rounds showing the red and white security dog outside then-President-elect Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago home in Florida. As any member of the president's security detail would, it walked up and down the property, watching out for intruders and on high alert. Unlike its larger yellow counterpart, Spot, which we've even seen in videos dancing with Boston Dynamic, this security dog with the same name is a lot less cuddly. In fact, you'll have to think twice before petting it, as this robot dog comes with a bold "Do Not Pet" sign on each leg. While Spot doesn't come with weapons, its legs can handle heights of up to 11 inches and 30-degree slopes, making it possible to climb stairs without toppling over. Besides being able to get around independently to aid its Secret Service team, the robot also comes with multiple cameras that can capture and record intruders, as well as a 3D map of its surroundings so it can walk around the premises unsupervised. With all these capabilities, once this invention becomes mainstream, it could be a great asset to protect your office, warehouse, and help short-staffed night guards. Another dog that's perfect for Homeland Security is Ghost Robotics Vision 60. With its head office in Pennsylvania, the Vision 60 is a mid-sized mobile quadruped robot that's situated for different terrain. On their website, there's even a video of the drone navigating rocky environments with agility and endurance. As a result, it can safeguard its owner in urban and diverse environments. This ability is thanks to a highly sophisticated blind mode control core that mimics how mammals operate. For context, a lot of autonomous quadrupedal robots rely on their visual sensors to get around a room. And that becomes trickier when they have to navigate a surface that isn't completely flat. That's because their depth perception may be limited, even when they have the necessary degree of freedom to complete the movement. It's like trying to walk around a room you're unfamiliar with when the lights are out. Does it make navigating more difficult? Sure. But you can still find your way out if you walk slowly and reach for furniture to help you. Vision 60's UGV works like that, allowing the robot to maneuver through unknown terrain. However, as impressive as this system is, it's far from perfect, meaning the four-legged robot will occasionally stumble or slip when the ground is uneven. But you can also be sure it'll get right back on its feet. Thanks to that unique development, Vision 60 is already commercially available, with the company recording over 1,000 sales, over 25 being national security customers. Weighing 51 kilograms and reaching top speeds of 3 meters per second, the average price of the Vision 60 is around $165,000. And to countries like Japan, it's worth every penny. For example, when the 2024 Noto Earth earthquake triggered a tsunami, Japan's self-defense force hired these machines to scout evacuation routes that saved thousands from impending disaster. Similarly, Canada also fitted one of these robots with a radiation sensor map, alerting humans in their nuclear labs to potentially radioactive areas. In the country, the Department of Homeland Security is even testing these bots at US borders, where they can act as first responders. Connelly expects that with features like a thermal camera, the robot can detect migrants in dire need of help. Besides, with multiple inbuilt cameras and microphones, the Vision 60 can also act as a scout, sending real-time information back to a human controller back at the base. It's clear that AI-powered bots, whether as humanoids, four-legged dogs, or Spherica, are invading our security systems. With enhanced sensors and trackers to differentiate friend from foe in a split second, we're moving into a world where these robots work side by side to protect our world leaders, borders, and offices. While the initial models will be designed to work alongside human officers and security personnel, it's hard not to be cynical about how these changes might affect the workforce in the long run. As these bots become more independent and effective at stopping theft, vandalism, and workplace violence, more companies are most likely going to switch to a robot-majority security force. After all, human guards require salaries, benefits, and training, which AI robots don't, at least not to the same degree. At some point, securing high-risk areas with AI will become the cheaper and more effective choice. Besides, with future models potentially having some form of emotional intelligence, humanoid security robots like Hero are bound to become more popular. While we're still a few years away from that reality, there's no denying that in the short term, robot bodyguards could address current workforce shortages in many industries that require security detail. AI-driven automation also enhances real-time communication, allowing their human operators to respond appropriately to critical events. So what do you think about world leaders having robot bodyguards on their security detail? Is it a good idea that'll improve security worldwide, or are the potential downsides too much of a risk to ignore? Let me know in the comments section below.